Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This once more you may have found Mob Dr. Wild Code. Welcome to do it to another new kind of game. Well, new for me anyway. It's been out for a few years, but I just haven't gotten a chance to play it. But this is called 111, and I was introduced to this by my good friend Molly, Girl Got Game. I'll put the link to it in the description. And what this is like a noir kind of game. I love noir. It's a noir dating sim kind of thing where you're supposed to try to find out who's trying to to, to kill people one by one. Apparently, from what I understand from what I saw in Molly's playthrough, just want to make sure. Okay, cool. It's still have the dialogue off because I don't want that ruining stuff. No voiceover. There we are. Perfect. Text speed. Yeah, why not? Yeah, stupid. Why do they always have that like that? Why do they have like unnecessary uniforms where they don't belong? Never understood that. The Americans do it right. But yeah, okay, so let's see here. If you can click on any of this thing, then what happen? Oh, those birds flying by remind me of a time years back when I saw a group of UFOs, white shimmering UFOs, kept changing formation in the sky. My mom thought they were just birds, but birds remain in one formation and they make noise with keys to do that. And these weren't making any kind of noise, and they kept moving around. And so yeah, reminds me of that. Let's see. Okay, so no one will give me a chance. Simpler version saves available. That's always nice. Menu karma available. More action points. Or hard one-way ticket. True hardcore. No save option. Well, let's see. Just for now. Oh, cool. I'll select an episode. Nice. Kind of like an Delta Rune. I'll put the link to that in the description as well. That's an ongoing thing for me is Delta Rune. Start an unexpected adventure. Yeah. Karma, advanced friendship is even unlocked already. In this world, you can search for anything except for. Oh man, I didn't see what. Okay, I'll have to see what that was. I haven't read it in the video. I leaned over my creation for the 100th time, right my fingers and the joints taking strength. Bird outside feeder, swaying round nudges in the vast roof with wood burning carving. Took a brush over long seams and some of the phone rack. I'm doing this in like that kind of voice because we're like a noir detective. Let's see here. I just want to see it. Okay. I picked up and choose myself. You Brown listening. Hello, you. I hope I didn't wake you, but you didn't answer my email. I'm afraid I was too old to touch technology. What was there? Indeed, he's using a rotary phone. Damn. There's an invitation for the graduation party. I want to be there, like the good old days. Oh damn, that's mean. Now how do you save with this? Yeah. Just in case. And this is load, I guess? Yeah. Back to game. Okay, history. Relationship. Whatever you skip screen. What's this do? Menu, okay. What's this do? Okay. Oh, interesting. Let's see here. Jewish Tango Woods. Jewish Tango Bell Military Finish for GT. I pride myself on military finish, even though I'm not part of the military yet. But yeah. Let's see, can I click on any of this? Let's see. Let's just see what this does. Brother, you making a lot of money there? Can't be like that. What's this so crispy? You never if you moved. By the way, this is joy of moving. There you go. Come to us. By the way, Michael will come too. Remember how you carried a pink briefcase in first grade? She's growing such beauty, you can't take her eyes off her. So she wants to see you. So send her my phone as we come down. Hope she comes without the briefcase this time. This reminds me, in some ways, of Skull Hollow, as well as the other game from Black Tabby, Slay the Princess. I'll put the links to both in the description. And Skull Hollow purchased on Home Bundle to support the Wounded Warrior Project, my all-time favorite charity, so I'll put that in the description as well. Because you can apparently have all kinds of options here. Nice. Let's just see what that does. Well, it can't be like that. You know what? According to research, many people live 10% longer. I'll send you an article from the magazine if you want. I have heard and said, and it only feels that way. I'm never getting married myself. I just can't afford to settle down. Can't afford to be tied down with just one lady. It's just ain't my style. Knock at the door, saved me from details. I seized the call, went up to the door and picked up the mailing list. Took the newspaper and through the list of jobs and vacancies. Something new on the back. Speed dating. How is it possible? Speed dating. I know this reminds me of in House, the show of House MD. That was an awesome show back in the day. There was one episode in which the dudes attempted speed dating, and also reminds me of how Wilson on speed. When House dosed his coffee with amphetamines. Oh damn, that was so awesome. It was like really reckless at House. Not that such was anything new, but it was so funny to watch. Fate is just a funny coincidence. If my sister lived next door, I would know exactly what these gypsies are. How long do we manage 10% longer? It's best calculate what part of life searching for that one, and I was so lost in the process. Yeah, that's what I was saying about how I heard through the grapevine that it only seems like 10% longer. On the other hand, play on the birdhouse job for at least a day. Maybe I should lash too. Yeah, what's this do? I'm pretty sure this just leads to a Steam stream where nothing happens. Yeah, if it still is the same thing as what Molly did. Next morning, I went to the porch to use to pick up the newspaper. To my surprise, I saw a picture of the very place where yesterday's dating session had taken place on the front page. It's just called the newspaper? Come on. That's pretty lame. Then again, news tends to be lame. Below was a picture of an old White House in large letters with the title Crimson Thunderstorm. And it works perfectly because I'm at the store right now. I'm on vacation right now as I'm recording this. And indeed, I've been to the top of a watchtower, not a lighthouse, a watchtower, from all the way back in World War II. Just an incredible experience to see what our troops saw, experience, even just the slightest extent what they did. highly recommend you do that if you ever get the chance, ladies and gentlemen. Check out where our troops have been, Gettysburg, and that kind of thing. I hurriedly flipped the page to the next one, ran my eyes through lines. A massacre, 5 victims, men and women, killing up, found 2 missing people, their portraits and names. I could have been there. Could have been one of them. My friends would have found out I'm dead through the newspapers. The world's gone mad. Even surfaced the morning coffee was abruptly distributed by tiny ripples. My hands were shaking nervously. I rushed to the shower and watched it with terrible news on my mind. Yeah, there it is. Red news about Crimson Thunderstorm achievement mark. And that's all that it says for that achievement. Okay, so yeah, continue from here. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Can I just... No? Okay. What happens if I say this? Okay, that's the same thing. Okay. Oh, interesting. Some animation here. Nice. Go on the trail, sent to the place I wanted to go. Though I wouldn't recommend trains, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't recommend public transit in general. As long as chain mounts beyond the window, rising gradually out of the high hills. There, among the impregnable cliffs and high ridges of turbulent icy rivers, were threats to all experienced drifters. I looked to the window to the other side. The speed of Viper's house was towering on one of the coastal cliffs. There was a seaside hotel somewhere. Destination of my own spontaneous journey. History. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Train mode, station mode times. That's the least something that road is punctual. Driver honked his horn and began my shift to low ends. But there was no room for this time of year. The warm wind did not pretend trouble, although the currents of the rod spoke the opposite. The narrow river was crossed by an old stone bridge. Once beautiful structures in bad need of restoration. Stones were worn out and centuries-old mud settled between them. Local authorities seemed to have no intent to repair the bridge, so its archaic nature would reflect towards. There we are. Okay. Okay, here we go. Walk. Yeah, I always go right in real life. There were dozens of tourist cars with foreign license plates in the parking lot. Wind blew and I pulled up the collar of my favorite noise jacket. Perhaps if she was dressed up. No, come on. Well, if they judge you, then screw them. Definitely get along together with modern ladies, obsessed with the fashion and drink care for the looks. And it's better to doubt the Indians and cross the Tangos immediately. India and Tango being in Australia finished just in INT respectively. Let's see here. Hide and seek, find all the cars achievement unlocked. Nice. Okay. Pavement ended and the treetops closed over my head, and the untidy foliage path went sharply upward. I wondered why they couldn't do a good job paving a decent road right away. Take dishes for the train, decorate the curbs. Though burned desire to buy a broomstick and improve local trails. And they really Yeah, their parts are just disappearing. Crowds of seagulls meant customers already very close. Interesting, okay, because apparently I just came from there. As I climbed the hill, I pleasurably breathed in the humid sea air. Its tall white house loomed in the distance, a proud and lonely symbol of bygone era, majestic monument to human mastery. White House also reminds me of Tome, a game I still need to get back to. I'll put the link to that in the description as well, because there was a thing where you would help out at a lighthouse. That was one of the missions in Tome. Imagine the inspiration with which the architects would be holding their work, realize the lighthouse for 5 centuries would be the most mark on history. They did not live their lives in vain. Large 3-story modern-style restaurants spoil the beautiful scenery. Huge jeeps stood inside a building in the parking lot. Looks like the owner had to be a wealthy man. Nice. Both wealth and the fact that it's a jeep. Because jeeps were first used, I think, all the way back. Yeah, all the way back in World War I. They were the earliest prototypes of the tank. The earliest prototypes of the tank were jeeps with just armor plating on them. They didn't have like cannons or nothing like we do now, but that's what they were. They were transports for soldiers. And before they even had the armor plating, they were transports for soldiers. So I knew the only way was about to pay off. Just how I used to it. And on the clock was always 6 p.m. That was good by my standards. Group of tourists in ridiculous hats didn't even notice me. I accidentally bumped into some of the entrance. One brushed swords in their hands and strode purposely towards the lighthouse. It was not empty inside. A slightly balding man sat at the table near the door, and a couple apparently married sat at the bar table. Large man, apparently the owner of the place, armed with a solemn smile, shook my hand. His yellow shirt was tight around his plump neck. Behind the counter was a busy, pudgy-laden apron. My appearance, she stopped cleaning glasses for a moment, moving flying gestures toward the bar stools that were empty. People who greeted me seemed welcoming and warm. Looked like there wouldn't be any traditional awkwardness in the first introduction. So let's see here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I remember Mala doing this. It is rare that I approved this court in a place like this. There was no modern plastic, no high tech, not much glass. The furniture was mostly made of different types of wood. Clint Eastwood, nice, the baddest image John Wayne, who I sometimes don't speak his name because he served in the military. The interior seemed to be something between a saloon from Clint Eastwood movies and a late medieval tavern. The only one who looked out of place was Henry himself in the shiny suits with his huge hand around the brand new table. I was really too early. I'd got to figure out the time to make for my hot pass. Let me just see how long I've been recording. Yeah, so that's going to be the end of this chapter, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do what I'm doing, please consider subscribing. I'll also back fairly well.